Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kodash. And then we're going to say double honors to the apostles and unto the elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to the sincere electees in the truth and faith and sincerity. And a quick topic, as you can see, the title says, hard times are coming, but the Lord is going to take care of us. And really, the inspiration is based on a talking point that's kind of existed for the last couple of years of like, and it's popped back up in recent times of like, you know, Jake getting, you know what I mean, offended of us talking about the time of trouble, basically. You know, saying, you know, that rapture mindset, like before the judgment comes, you know, basically we're gonna get beamed up and not have to go into any time of trouble, or even that mindset of, you know, you're talking about Jacob's trouble. Jacob has already been through trouble during slavery, which is true, but the time of Jacob's trouble that would, you know, that's prophesied to come is, you know, that time of persecution. And historically speaking, man, like in many empires, we've always had a time period as Israelites where we've gone through intense persecution, but this time specifically is when we're faced with that mark of the beast, the hour of temptation.
Yeah, and
even recently with Trump, he's talking about going into Chi-Town and
the Texan National Guard have just arrived. So it's, I mean, I was just gonna add, it's like what's the scripture says, when the Lord comes, shall he find faith on the earth? Right, this time around is all about the trying of our faith. Because if I can grab this, right, about, you know, I'll just read it. It's Daniel 12 from the top, and at that time shall Michael stand up. So already the premise has been set, right? This is Michael, right, who is like the Most High, right? You know, it says the great prince which what standeth for the children of thy people. Right, it says, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. Right, and at that time that people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. Right, the reason why I always think about this one when they're talking about the context of Jacob's trouble is this idea, when you really know it, like read it, that's a sandwich, right, in the sense of, look, I got you, there's gonna be some hard times, but I got you. Like, because that's when you read it, that's what it says. It says, look, Michael's gonna stand up, it's gonna be a hard time, you're gonna be delivered. Don't worry about it. What the Lord wants to test is how faithful we are. Yeah. Right?
Yeah, because, well, at the end of the day, like, whenever we talk about the time of trouble, like a lot of the mindset of a lot of our people is, you're trying to make us scared. You know, like, really, you're saying this because you want Jake to catch up. Well, yeah, because it's prophesied.
Lord wants Jake to catch out.
Can I grab this? The Lord wants Jake to catch out.
Can I grab this?
Guess what? Like, we ain't gonna just be comfortable and just get beamed up. You know what I mean? Like the great, you know, Jake. You know what's funny about Jake? Jake will read all the like inspirational stories, you know, of the hour of temptation, and you know, they'll read all of the inspirational stories of, like, you know, situations, and many situations that we go through, of like the 7 Maccabees brothers, or they'll read the inspiration stories of the 3 holy children. I'm like, yeah, man, because that's what they dealt with. And now we talk about the time of the trouble now. Jake is saying, you're talking about Jacob's trouble because you hate Jake. You know what I mean? Bro, the Lord is going to bring judgment upon his nation, yes, but he's also going to bring salvation, man.
Yeah. And the thing is, to add as well, is like, the scripture says that, the apostles, the way they one of the things they say is, yes, it's time of Jacob's trouble, but it's also going to become Esau's trouble as a part of that.
Exactly.
Right, and that is, let's be real. In fact, can I grab this for you real quick?
Yeah.
Because that's going to be a beautiful thing. Like, you know, when you're suffering, like, let's say you go through some shit, but then you find out your enemy is going through the same shit and or worse, it makes it a lot easier. Yeah. You know, this is in Sirach. It says, Sirach 25:7. There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that hath joys of children, a man that hath joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy.
Yeah, and it's something that we always speak about, which is this. Even though you got the martial law, the concentration camps, the torture camps, the persecution, even now we're seeing, like, even I know this brother will expound on it. Bro, AI is growing at light speed. Like, before the video fakes was like very tacky, but now this shit, like, the other one I posted the other day of Tupac and Michael Jackson and shit, like in the store, that looked real. That looked real. It's just because we know that it's real, and it's like the reason why people know the difference between AI, right? Or most people know, because not everyone, some people still get fooled by stuff, is because what's making AI videos go viral now is like clearly fake shit. Like it'll be Martin Luther King and Muhammad Ali with Tupac. It's like, all right, that's obviously AI, but what it's getting is it's hyper realistic, whereby Israel can just lie little, but then it'll have a big impact.
If I can say, even on the whole thing on AI, is I use this example with nowadays they don't need to beg Eliezer to eat the pork. They can just make him eat the pork. Exactly. That's a good point. That was a whole controversy when you read Second Maccabees, right, the 6th chapter, right? There was Eliezer, eat this pork, man. Right, okay, pretend that you're eating pork. Now they can just straight up make him eat the pork, man.
Yeah.
You know
what I mean? They can do a thing of make a prominent leader in his faith, like just get hemmed up in a concentration camp, but then he's on video appearing to just
exactly.
What's the word? Say the market bees hate the chip. You know what I mean? But the elect ain't gonna be fooled, man.
And not only that, also Scripture says, Philippians 2:12 says, wherefore, my beloved, as ye also have obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Oh, sorry.
It might be a bit loose.
It's a bit loose still. Not much. That's man. What was that last point?
Work
out your own salvation.
Man.
Because at the end of the day, and that's ultimately what it is. You got these people that are saying, you don't have to do this, you don't have to do that, but at the end of it, right? Look, man, if you think that they ain't gonna be no Jacob's trouble, alright, man. Alright, man. You deal with that. Then.
Yeah. In fact, Brother Kashar, can you get 2nd Ezra, the 7th chapter, when it speaks about the straight gate? It's like, bro, like you can't talk about salvation if you
say from what?
That's what I'm gonna say. You can't talk about salvation if you're not also talking about the incoming judgment upon earth, because that's how the Lord is going to be glorified. That's how His name is going to be made, be praised again in the earth, be made famous again in the earth, is when He's bringing His judgment, but He's also bringing His great salvation.
That's it.
It's like what made the Lord famous back in Egypt, right? With what? His judgment upon Egypt, but also the salvation upon Egypt. Like the salvation and judgment goes hand in hand, right? And when we talk about Jacob's trouble, man, like it is shaping up. You can see. With this whole, if you pay attention, Jake, you will see that the new face of or the T word is Jake. And because the so-called left, that covers the whole umbrella, innit? Of LGBTQ plus and niggas.
Because if I can add to that, once again, so you look at the Charlie Kirk funeral, man, and you had the guy doing the speech. was like, when you listen to him, I was like, you would think that a nigga shot Charlie.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, excuse my French, but it's like when you listen to him, like you would think that it was George Floyd killed Charlie.
Yeah, which him and George Floyd have the same birthday.
Yeah. You know, but what was it? When he was talking about the radical left, before when I think of radical, I'm thinking of them, you know, them blue haired, white Edomite women or whatever. Yeah. But when he started saying stuff like "we built everything," you realize, oh, he's talking about Jake.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because Esau's tired of hiding his hate.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like Esau, like see, remember, our name is Jacob. So Jake can be, you know, supplant and deal day by day. But Esau's a serpent, but in his spirit, he doesn't want to supplant, bro. He's tired of supplanting. Like that's why, like in his last time, Esau's making it known, you're niggas, bro. This guy's fucking unbuckling his belt. Like, I'm tired of hiding racism.
It's funny because I was thinking of that same analogy. You know, you get that imagery that he was pushing out in his movies. The guy, he's at work, he's wearing that tight ass suit all day. As soon as he gets home, you know, belly's all out and stuff like that. He's a big fat slob.
He's drinking his beer, beating his wife.
Exactly. You know. But that's how these Edomites are, man. They hate having to appease you, Jake.
Yeah, but Esau's tired of supplanting, man.
Which and it's like if it's a certain Jake. Look, man, just like, even as a Jake, you don't want to appease certain of these Jakes, man. You're looking at them, just like, I don't know, you know.
Exactly. Read that, bro.
So 2 Ezra 7:6 says there is also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field and is full of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water, and only one path between them both.
And it's like when it talks about that city, man, that a city is what the pathway to the kingdom, bro. You know what I mean? That you know, pathway to the kingdom of heaven. And it's like, you know, there's only one path to it. You know what I mean? If you try and go, you know what I mean? Around the path and, you know, try and, you know, go up, you know, as the scripture says, go up, you know what I mean, like another way. You can't. It's just only going to lead unto your death. Okay?
Yep. It says, and only one path between them both. It says, even between the fire and the water, so small that they could but one man go there at once.
One man go there at once, man. Because, you know, at the end of the day, man, the scripture says he's chosen us to be soldiers. You know what I mean? And it's like a soldier is an individual part of an army. You know what I mean? So it's like we all individually have our roles and responsibilities in this faith, and we all come together as an army. But at the end of the day, man, if you're on the battlefield and one man dies, he dies. You know, one man gets fear and turns away, he turns away. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's why this is about those that are of his elect, which is what we hope and pray to be.
That's it.
Good, bro.
That's it. You're over limit, brother.
Yeah.
So it goes on to say, if this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? Yeah.
So you know that danger is what the time of trouble. Right? That danger is the hour of temptation. I mean, that's the point of faith. That's the point of our faith. Like Jake, that's why when Jake scoff at what we believe in, they always say, well, so you're talking about this, you're talking about that. But what do you believe in? Well, what we believe, oh no, sorry, you know what they say? They say
you're reading out that book.
You're basically, they come in that mindset of, you're talking about all this judgment that's gonna come, but what are you gonna do? what we're gonna do is trust in the Lord.
Yeah,
You know.
and this is it, man. It's Jay really don't understand who Esau is.
Yeah.
Man, I've been what do you call it? When you watch certain, right now I'm watching Turning Point. I keep saying it, but I'm watching like Turning Point, the Cold War, right? And you're just basically seeing, you know, some of the stuff that they had back then. You know, and that's one of the things we talked about, the AI that they're showing you now. That's probably one where they're like, all right, cool, yeah, we can you know, let this bit out, because even the models that you use on ChatGPT, they're constrained. Right? It's like the prompt that you put in there's like a long ass prompt before that to be like, all right, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that. If you get asked this, don't give this answer, etc., etc. It's very constrained. So what the military probably already have is significantly more advanced than they're letting on.
And it's like they probably do experiments like all the time in terms of like maybe or films. They probably do films, sports events, news clips, where like news bulletins of stories that are just not real. And they probably, like, with the databases and stuff, they probably pay attention to, like, you know, the people's opinion of it online to see if anyone...
The interaction.
Yeah, they basically interact with it to see if people have realized it's fake. And it probably, some things probably go under the radar where you generally don't even know that it's not real. Because it's like, if they... Bro, this technology wasn't... This AI isn't in existence. So Martin Luther King can hug Tupac. Like, that's not what it's here for. It's going to be used for a darker purpose.
For a darker purpose. And he has had, and that was the point I was trying to build on, it's like, he's had this technology, he's had technology, right, for a long time. And if you people think that it is just for that stuff that you was talking about, right? Scriptures talk about how fully set in great dignity, right? They think, oh, yeah, it's for the lost. No. The shit Esau has, he has one desire for it, and that is to get at Jake. Right, to come at Jake, right, to be indiscriminate against Jake, right, and you're starting to see that in the rhetoric. So then, when you've got an enemy like that, you need someone stronger to be there for you, man.
Exactly. Carry on in that, bro.
Yeah. This is back in 2 Ezra 7 and 9. It says, if this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? Yeah,
man. So it's like, you know, when we talk about the time of trouble, Jake say, you talk about the time of trouble, as you know, because you hate Jake. You talk about the time of trouble as if it's not going to impact you. It is going to impact. But the impact is that, Lord willing, if we're elect, we're going to get saved, man.
That's it. And the Lord wants to know, do you actually believe that?
Yeah.
That's what the Lord wants to know. The Lord wants to know, all right, I told you I'm going to have you. Do you actually believe, did you actually believe me when I said I'm going to have you? Because we believe it.
That's it.
Right? In the same, and that's why when we go through the things that we go through, we're not forsaking the law. Right, and the Lord's that continues. But when we go through the things we go through, we'll say like, all right, we know the Lord said we was going to go through some stuff, and then we observe the growth that comes from the back of it. Right, we observe you may be in a sticky ass situation. The Lord delivers us from it, and then that's building up our own faith. Right, not only are we going off of the things that we've read, right, so just talk about things from the foretime written for our learning, right, but then also we can add to our own little experiences, you know, as part of that, right? So having gone through all of that, it's like, how can we not believe that the Lord is gonna protect us? Right? The scriptures talk about an enemy that is stronger than thee. You know. Got verse 10. It says, and I said, it is so, Lord. Then said he unto me, even so is also is Israel's portion. So they ain't not getting to the kingdom unless these things happen.
Yeah, that you know, and you know, again, the turbulence on both sides, right? The fire on one hand, and the next the deep water, right? These are just facts of what was written. So you know, so that's why now ain't the time to be in that mindset of fear. You know, because it's like, you know, which obviously in the flesh, that's things we do battle, but overall, fear's supposed to be overcome with hope.
That's it.
You know what I mean? It's like, even though Elijah, was, in some moments he was feeling a bit fearful, he still pushed through and believed, man.
Yep. This is 2 Ezra 16, from 70. Well, I'll read from 70. So, so it says, "For they shall be in every place, and in the next cities, a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none."
Yeah, and man, you can see with that, which Trump is simply a face. But you can see with Trump and just the mindset of these Edomites and the tension in the air, that people are just waiting for that time where they're told, look, man, it's time.
Yep.
So that's just what's coming, bro. The kingdom is not gonna come without us catching hell, man. It's just true. And Jake want to avoid it, say, you're talking about the time of trouble so much. You hate Jake. Nah, bro.
It's all about getting one's mind prepared.
Cause think about it, cause people act like what's gonna take place is like we get beamed up like 2 months before the time of trouble, and then
we're just
we're just beamed up, no hell, and everyone's just down here
chilling,
bro. But then how would the name of the Lord be glorified?
Exactly. Well, in fact, because scriptures, let me grab this real quick. I'll pause.
Remember, he's doing it for his namesake. You know what I mean? Like, if we just get beamed up without being in hell too, then how's the name of the Lord going to be glorified? The name of the Lord traditionally in the scriptures gets glorified within the midst of hell because of the salvation.
That's it.
It's like faith and works, isn't it? It's like it's a two punch combination.
Exactly. What is without faith it is impossible to please him.
Exactly.
It says Isaiah 59:19. "So they shall fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him." Right? So the E has to come down for the Lord, because it's like the left hand is raising right now. What you're seeing happening, and it's the spirit. Because a couple of weeks ago, the elders was basically speaking about how we're kind of in that time now where it's like one may say something, and then the Lord will have it happen a lot quicker now, right? You may put curses upon him, man, right? And then back in the day, may have taken a while, because the Lord, time is different for the Most High. But it's like well, you may put curses on someone, and straight away it's like, oh shit, because why? The right hand is raising, right? Because the Lord's not just gonna let the left hand, i.e. Esau, right, raise up, and then not also raise up the spiritual side of things, man.
Yeah.
Right. The Lord is all about balance.
It's all about balance.
So it's like we're like, yeah, man, do your thing. Yeah. But guess what? We understand that the Lord's also gonna do His thing, and that's what we're, I speak as a man, right? But it's like that's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, man.
Like the fact that we understand that Esau is gonna start doing a madness.
There is no plan B, bro.
There's no. Hey, where we gonna go? It's the spirit that we because I was thinking about that earlier on. It was like, literally was listening to the video Apostle Tahar did, where he was basically going into men that have been in this thing that have fallen off. My thing is just like because I believe that forget which apostle said it in the scriptures, right? But basically was asked I think it was maybe Apostle Peter, but it was asked so what are you gonna do? And it was like, look, where are we gonna go?
It was basically after, it's in John 6.
Yeah.
When can't even drive a bike as a woman.
Oh man.
Like she was driving in the wrong lane.
Okay.
She probably finished still in Eastern Europe, man.
Oh man.
But that's Apostle John. No, Peter. But it's mentioned in John 6 when they basically talk about, I believe, eating his flesh, drinking his blood.
They said he got offended or something like that.
I believe so.
You know,
but then
he said, "Where we gonna go?"
And then the Lord asked him, "So what you guys gonna do? Leave too?" And he said, "Where are we going? Like, you've got the words of life."
That's it.
You know.
That's it. You know.
Okay, bro.
So it goes on to say. So I read that. So me back in 2nd Ezra 16 and 72. Right, it says, "For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses." Right, it says, "Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire."
Yeah, because guess what? Them miracles are going to be manifested. You know, the salvation is going to be manifested. You know. Yeah. The salvation is manifested. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's what it's gonna come with. You know.
That's it.
We're gonna come with. You know what? I'm gonna go to the other one.
All right.
Because it'd be better to stop.
Oh, okay, no, because it was remember it was on the back roads and that.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn off.
It says, verse 73 says, "Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide, and the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith the Lord power." Right? So that's it. We believe that. Right? When we see everything that's happening, and this is it, as has been said before. It's not like we want to go through hella pain, but we just understand it's necessary.
The pain's not. It's like going to the gym.
Yeah.
You know, it's like going to the gym. It's like, bro, to really get progress, which comes over time, you're gonna need to feel the pain. Like, you know what I mean? You can't just go to the gym. Like, if you go to the gym, obviously, I mean, don't get me wrong. You know what I mean, if you're doing like heavy weights or a certain amount of push-ups where it feels normal to you and you're not feeling pain, but that's because obviously you've built up a weight tolerance, a pain tolerance. But just when you're in there and you're working out and you're getting good and you're getting better, you need to feel the pain. You do need to feel the pain, because if you don't feel the pain, then there's no progress. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you're a soldier, a part of an army, you need to go through the trials and tribulations of basic training and exercise to even be a part of the army. And in the army, before you're recognized or glorified, you basically have to show it by catching hell.
That's it.
You know, and it's not something that you can just escape, bro.
That's it. And you know, when you said that, I was thinking about how I gave the example of gym. I was thinking about how in this world you've got so many shortcuts.
Yeah.
That get advertised to you. You just buy this ab machine, buy this and that machine, and this is like, right.
You know what? It's a good point, because in gym, I'm not sure who mentioned it, but this is a very good quote. You got something called the pain of growth or the pain of regret. You know what I mean? It's like which in this context is like, either you deal with the hell that comes with his faith, or you basically don't. You don't deal with the hell, and then you just get judged because you fell out, which ultimately we don't have no control of. But we as the elect hope that we're the elect, man. So Baba Shah, can we end with one more scripture, Psalms 33 and 18 on down, and the hour of temptation scripture.
Yeah. This is Psalms 33:18. Says, "Behold, the eye of the Lord Yahweh is upon them that fear him."
Yeah, and Psalms 34 describes that eye, which is the angels, which is that hedge. Because remember, the angels are all around us. When the Lord, obviously, and they obviously play a part. Nothing at the snap of the Lord's fingers should just go, all right. Right?
It says, upon them that hope in his mercy, to deliver their soul from death and to keep them alive in famine.
To keep them alive in famine. And we've seen all the stories. We've read all the stories of the miracles, you know? Like, there's so many. Right?
Yep. It says, what does it say? Our soul waiteth for the Lord Yahweh. He is our help and our shield.
Yeah. And that's our hope, and that's what the Lord wouldn't expect. You know, in righteousness, man. Like, you know, hey, those miracles, man. Go ahead.
Yep. It says, for our heart shall rejoice in him because we have trusted in his holy name.
Hey, so guess what? Those that are going to trust in him are going to trust. Those who are going to make it and get saved are equally those who trust in his holy name. Go ahead.
Yep. It says, let thy mercy, O Lord, be upon us according as we hope in thee.
As we hope in thee. That's it. Then Baba Shah, get that temptation. What's that? Revelation?
Yep. This is Revelation. It's always
3 and 10.
Yeah, always go to 2 first.
Yeah.
It's Revelation 3 and 10.
Yeah.
It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon earth.
Yeah, man. And you know that hour of temptation is you know when we're faced with the mark of the beast, man. You know, and keep. You know, if you go into that word, it means to guard. And the way he's gonna guard us is through his angels, man. Which the angels of the Lord continuously encamp around those that fear him, man. You know, good. Yeah.
It says, behold, I come quickly. Hold fast that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown.
That no man take thy crown, man. Which is why we obviously hope and pray to stay in his faith, to be kept in his faith, and to endure, man. Because ultimately, as the scripture says, he that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved, man. You know, and it's only a matter of time before that manifests. So, hey, man, you know, with that, with that, do you have anything else you're going to mention? Anything else you want to say?
Look, man. Look, if you want to believe that, you believe that. You want to believe that you just go and waltz into the kingdom, you do you.
Yeah, and it's just, you know, at the end of the day, you'll be seeing, you know, who's right. Because, you know, Jake, because, you know, basically, let's keep it a stack. The reason why some of these guys make such points, like, oh yeah, you know, we're talking shit, is because they ain't been doing the work. And they don't have the faith and belief that they shall be saved for doing the work. So hey, with that, we're gonna say all praises be to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh, Bashem, Makakadash. And we're gonna say double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone.
Double honors.
Till next time, we're gonna say Shalom.
Shalom.